I went to Starbucks and said my name was Clint Stevens one time just so I could feel great for once. Wow. There was like a fire alarm for like that went off for like a minute, and then I was just like sitting in my room, and then I was like, fuck. It went off after a minute. I was like, wait a second, am I supposed to like evacuate, or can I just go about my day? Because you would think that it would like continue if we were in danger. So I looked out the hallway and I was just like, okay, I don't see any smoke. So then I just closed the door and went back in my room. And then like 10 minutes later, I was like, I want to get some mail from the mailbox. So then I went down and got some mail. And then everybody else had evacuated. But there weren't that many people though, because it was like middle of the day. And then I ran into some firefighters, and they were just like, hey, what's up? And I was like, yo, dude, like, is there actually a fire? And they were like, nah, it's just a false alarm. So then I was like, all right, cool. Can I take a picture of you? I love firefighters. And they were like, yeah, sure. So then they picked up all their equipment, and then they just stood there like stone-faced. And I was like, dude, can you give me like a smile or something? And then there was this one like chubby firefighter who gave me this awesome smile. And I was like, perfect. When did I get my first girlfriend? 6th grade. I had a friend be like, hey, Clint likes you. And I was like, hey, what's up? I was such a dweeb. And then like by the end of high school, I changed the philosophy to like, you just need one girl to say yes. So you can ask out all the girls, and they'll just be like, you know what, you're ugly. But you just need that one girl, that's it. I once dated a girl. She had a 6-inch clit and was a little hairy. It was a guy, I'm gay. What should I do with my physics degree? Get a job? What the fuck you want me to say? I don't know. I don't even really know what physics is. It's a bunch of gay math. Okay. Have I met any famous people? I've like seen famous people. What about T-Pain? I haven't met T-Pain in real life. I have that beef with him, but we're on good terms now. There was a time where T-Pain was playing Overwatch, and I said, somebody asked me in chat, they were like, what do you think of T-Pain? I was like, I think he's overrated shit musician. And somebody was like, oh my god, T-Pain's streaming. And then showed a clip of me to T-Pain, and then T-Pain was like, yeah, well, who the fuck is Clint Stevens anyways? Nobody gives a shit about him. Okay? He's just some punk-ass bitch boy. And then they were like, dude, but Clint has more viewers than you. And then he was like, what the fuck, man? How does he have more viewers than me? And somebody in his chat was like, yeah, he's view botting, I bet. And then T-Pain was like, dude, somebody get me view bots. Seriously. And then somebody was like, T-Pain, they're gonna take you off Twitch if you say that. And he was like, oh fuck, never mind. And then I was like, dude, I don't have view bots. Suck my balls. And then he said, Clint, I'm gonna ram you like the little gay fairy boy you wish you were. And then I was like, man, that's gay as hell, T-Pain, what the fuck? But we made up, it's all good. He was like, Clint, I said some things I regret. I was like, T-Pain, I feel exactly the same way, dude. Seriously, I'm sorry. And he said, you know what, I respect that. You're gonna beat ZFG someday. And I was like, hey, thanks, bro, appreciate you. Link to the VOD, T-Pain's lawyers made me take it down. Thanks for 7, C-Mucky 050. I don't know what to do with my coffee beans, so I downloaded this app called Grindr. Next thing I know, I was getting analed by 3 dads. This coffee did not get made, thank you. Wow. I think we're gonna have to do the risky strat for this. We probably are. So hopefully, I mean, if we don't fuck it up, we'll probably gold. So if I don't have 7 seconds, I gotta do the risky strat. Okay. So if that dragon didn't spawn in the far hole, we probably are fine. Shit. Cool game. If the Earth was round, you couldn't fly a plane straight. You would end up in space. Well, okay. But I don't think... What? That doesn't... Is he right? Maybe he is right. That makes perfect sense, dude. That makes perfect sense. If the Earth is flat, or if the Earth is round, you wouldn't walk straight. You would just walk into space, wouldn't you? Yeah, look at your foot. Is it curved? No. If the Earth was round, all the Chinese people would fall off the planet because they're on the bottom. But no, they stay on the planet because it's flat. I don't think the space landing's real. I don't think we've actually gone to space. Why, you guys believe that shit? You've got to be kidding me. I can't reveal too much to you. You can't handle it. Clint, I can see why you dropped out now. Wow, thanks. KFC Wizard. I think, what if the moon landing was fake? Do you guys actually think there's a possibility that it was fake? I know that we've been to space now, but do you think the moon landing was fake? Like, there's a space race. There's motivation for us to fake it. There really is. Alright. I'm just throwing it out there, okay? I just want to see what you guys think. Man, I need one more. I lost my favorite pair of socks, but somebody mailed me new socks. So I'm happy. That's some tough shit right there, I know. You got cancer? Damn, that sucks. I mean, it's not as bad as me losing my socks, but whatever. It'll be fine, pussy. Dude, I don't know what it is. My first run is always like my best run now, and then every other run I'm just shit. It's so weird. Oh, yeah. I never drop bugs. Man, Man. That'll work. Man, dude, I'm so bad today. Oh, fuck. I'm not switching games. No. If I can make it to Master Sword, it's a huge success. That's all I have to do. Once we get to Master Sword, I can choke like a bitch. I gotta get to the adult segment. It's driving me nuts. I remember I knew somebody that used to like to eat and fap at the same time, which I thought was really weird. It's like he just really liked eating, but he also liked fapping. So he wanted to eat and fap at the same time because it was like he got pleasure from the food he was eating and he got pleasure from like fapping at the same time. Double the pleasure. So he'd make a pizza and then fap instead of like watching a movie or something. Thanks for tuning on. When you out of lube, you gotta get those Cheeto fingers. No.
I miss the old Clint. The Snapchat trolls Clint. Fuck dumps whole Clint. Make chat LUL Clint.
When did I ever fuck Dampy's hole? Dude. No. Oh, fuck. This never happens. That's why it's tough for me to, like, figure out how to do this. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, God. LMAFO. Another reset. Are you serious? Is it really that funny? Is it really laughing my fucking ass off funny? Thanks for 100 Sippy Cup McJr. Similarly, do you think that altruism exists? In other words, does feeling good from doing something selfless mean that it wasn't really selfless in the first place? Why you gotta ask me these questions when I can barely even remember to breathe right now? I'm so tired. I think true altruism is almost stupid in a way. Like, if you didn't get any good feeling from doing something good, why the fuck would you ever do it? You'd have to be an idiot. You'd have to just be acting irrationally, right? Like, if I did something good for somebody and I didn't get the little tingly feeling in my stomach like, oh, I did something good, I would never do it. Because there's no reason to, right? For their well-being, yeah, but I understand that. Okay, I do. Do I? Let me provide an example scenario. One time there was this lady who was like doing this drive or something for like veterans or some shit. I don't remember. And she said that she was hungry, so I got her a bag of hot Cheetos. And she was like, "Oh my God, you're so nice." And I was like, "Don't mention it." I got a warm feeling in my stomach because I did something good for somebody. Even if she didn't say like, "Oh, you're so nice," I would have felt good that I did it. But what if you don't get that good feeling from anything? Would you still do good things if you didn't get that feeling at all? Yeah, if you felt like what a sociopath feels, would you still do it? She got a warm feeling from the dangerously spicy Cheetos. Thanks for the 2 pretty boy. Press one if you think Clint is secondhand high from the apartment. I'm not, I'm just really tired. This guy is such a star. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I don't know what he said. I'm sure it was nice, though. I made a bet with my friend that you PB this run. I get $100 on you. Do you... Okay, wait. If you're doing a straight up bet on if I PB or not from, like, exactly this moment, you should get way better odds, okay? Like, way better odds. You're so stupid. I mean, I hope I PB, but we got so far to go, dude. I'm red. It should be like 100 to 1 at least. It's honestly insane how much I've done that today. Insane. Oh my God. I didn't save, dude. I didn't save. Damn. I'm sorry, dude.